Today, we're here to talk to you about how to successfully market a new product in Brazil. We'll discuss the product itself, the do's and don'ts of doing business in Brazil, and how to reach the public. I'll start with a brief background of the country. The capital of Brazil is Brasilia. The population is made up of over 184 million people, over 80% of which are Roman Catholic. The people of Brazil are richly diverse with blurred racial lines and mostly mixed families. Though Brazil is a melting pot of cultures, still almost 100% of the population speaks Portuguese. They hold many values which mostly relate to family. In Brazil, family is the basis of everything, and they all have very large families and keep close with even their extended family. Trusting who they are working with is very important to them. They prefer to form strong bonds with people and often choose to employ family and friends over others because they know they can trust them. Brazilians prefer tablets over PCs. In 2013, they experienced a 10% drop in PC sales, but tablets began to rise in popularity. Brazil has the highest tablet usage in South America, and tablets make up 39.9% of mobile traffic in Brazil. Tablets can be bought for as low as $110, but the average is around $225 because they are choosing quality over lower prices, the cheapest ones being made in China. Not only is this tablet lightweight, but it also just so happens to be indestructible. It is shatterproof as well as water resistant. This is especially important because research has shown that Brazilians in general tend to put less value on the look and design of products than on the material a product is made of. Consumers can tell that the material of this tablet is of the highest quality by the fact that it is indestructible yet still lightweight and easy to carry. By 2016, the number of 3G mobile subscriptions in Brazil will double. This tablet uses 3G internet from a mobile plan, so more people now and in the next few months will have access and a need for this tablet. Studies have shown that consumers in Brazil spend over 27 hours per month online on their computers. Tablets will make this online usage mobile and much more convenient than a bulky computer or laptop. Sales of mobile devices, computer hardware, televisions, and digital cameras are all expected to rise considerably in the coming years as the country becomes increasingly wired. As the chart shows, the tablet market is rapidly increasing each year in Brazil. Between the increasing number of 3G users and the increasing sale of electronics, now is a great time for this foreign culture especially to be marketed to about this new and improved tablet.
Business appointments are required in Brazil and should be made 2 to 3 weeks in advance. It's important to confirm a meeting in writing to ensure that both parties are aware of the meeting and have space in their calendars for it. However, in Brazil, it is not uncommon for appointments to be canceled or changed at the last minute. Brazilians take pride in the way they dress. When doing business in Brazil, men should wear dark-colored business suits. 3-piece suits typically indicate that someone is an executive. It is very important that women dress conservatively. They should wear suits or dresses that are elegant and feminine with good quality accessories. It is also expected for women to wear natural makeup and to have their nails done. When greeting a Brazilian, expect a firm handshake. Maintain steady eye contact while shaking. Women typically greet one another by placing their cheeks together and kissing the air. If a woman wishes to shake a man's hand, she should reach out hers first. Do not be alarmed if someone touches your arm, back, or shoulder. It is common for people to use less personal space in Brazil than in America. After introductions, extend your business card. Ideally, one side will be in English and the other side in Portuguese. Hand it out with the Portuguese side face up. Meetings in Brazil can last a very long time due to the typical process. Some of them do not even start on time because relationship demands come before schedules in Brazil. Also, business meetings do not begin without small talk. Popular discussion topics include soccer, family, and children. Do not bring up Argentina, politics, poverty, religion, or the rainforest. These are off limits. After small talk, business negotiations and legal contracts will follow. It is not wise to schedule meetings back-to-back in Brazil due to the uncertainty of time. These steps cannot be rushed or skipped. Face-to-face interaction is typically better than written communication in Brazil. Brazilians work with people instead of companies and desire to build strong relationships with their business partners. They need to know that they can trust who they are working with, so expect many questions. If a relationship is formed, do not change negotiating teams later on, or the process will immediately start over. The host of the meeting is the only one who should start the business discussion. Once it is underway, there will likely be multiple interruptions and opinions coming from various people. The negotiating process is often informal, but one major rule is to not criticize someone else. It will be embarrassing for both the speaker and recipient. It is best to avoid all confrontations and looks of frustration. When legalizing a business deal, use local lawyers and accountants and make sure that the contracts are very detailed. The highest-ranking businessman will make the ultimate decision.
The 4 P's of marketing still need to be applied in Brazil, but we have to adapt to their culture. We've already covered the product, price, and place. Now we need to cover how to promote inside of Brazil. So once we've gotten into Brazil and we've gotten everything set up in the stores where we're going to be selling at and we're ready to launch our product, we need to figure out how to reach the Brazilian public in order to create a demand for our product. Brazil is in the top 5 ad spend for global markets. I believe that they are currently number 4. But we're going to want to do it a little different than we do here in the US. For example, in Brazil, print is not dead. Over half of Brazil still reads the daily paper, and almost 40% read magazines on a daily basis. So print ads will not only reach those who currently use the internet, but it will also reach people who have not gotten online yet and may be looking to get their first internet accessible device. Tablets are often viewed as a little more user-friendly to the casual user than a computer would be. Internet use is growing in Brazil, as is the mobile market, with almost 239 million smartphone users. Brazil also has the second largest amount of Facebook users, just behind the US. In Brazil, social media is used a little different than it is here. Here, we mainly use it to keep in touch with our friends, families, coworkers, tell what we're doing with our lives, etc. In Brazil, they actually use it as a search engine as well for their online shopping. 56% of social media users do their online shopping through social media. Here in the US, we really value our peer reviews, and that's even more true in Brazil. So it's very important for us to get people to share their experiences with our product and all the things that they can do with our product, with their friends, with their families, both person to person and through social media. It's trusted more than advertising, and since Brazil is one of the largest ad spends in the world, it's going to be very important to help us break through the clutter. So overall, my message to our marketers in Brazil would be to look into print media more so than you would here, and also to create an interactive experience through our social media campaigns that will bring people talking about our product, even more so than just simple social media ads on Facebook and YouTube.
To wrap things up, today we discussed the do's and don'ts of business in Brazil. That includes how to schedule, dress, and greet appropriately. We also discussed the meeting and interview process and tablet specifications. It is waterproof as well as shatterproof. Product, price, and place were all main points. Lastly, we approached how to successfully advertise in Brazil. Newspapers are still largely used to advertise, as well as online ads and social media.